Hey, coders! Welcome back to our channel once again. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's go. What are we going to see today? We are going to see if statement, Elif, or else. Remember our goal. What's our goal? To become AI engineers within 7 months. Now we are here. The if statement. Pointing number 4 under module 1 Python basics. You see, you're gonna see the rules and so forth before we have some exercise and assignments we get our hands on. It's coming very soon. Now, let's get started. Let's open our Jupyter, CMD. Open our Jupyter. Jupyter Lab. Here is. Bring it over. Open a new one under Notebook Python 3. We are going to rename statements. Right. We are going to see if Elif and else statements. All right. What are those statements? What are they for? Right. These are most important parts in the programming language. Why? Because they help us make decisions. They help us say, it's kind of say yes or no or maybe. Let's see. If, Elif, and else statements make us decide whether we are going to agree with a condition, like answering a question like yes, no, or maybe. Let's see the if statement first. If statement. So here we want to see if statement. Let's say you have age equal 20. This is initialized at 20, and you check if age is greater than or equal to 18, then print you are adult. You are an adult. Let me see the string. You are an adult. All right. Let's see. Now, is 20 greater than or equal to 18? Yes, you're an adult. So now, let's say here you have 17. What will happen? Nothing. Nothing. But if you put 18, still true? Very good. So now, let's keep our 20. Run. That's good. Now, next. The if statement here checks if something is true. In our case here, is true. If it is, the code under will run. So this is the one. So the condition here was fulfilled. Yes, and this code will run. All right. If your age is 18 or more, you are an adult. That's how it's gonna work. Now, let's see how we use Elif. For Elif, let's say you have age 16, and then you check, for example, you say, if age is greater than or equal to 18, then print you are an adult. All right. Now, Elif, you have to remember indentation. Elif age is greater than or equal to 13. Here, print you are a teenager. Let's see, you are a teenager. You are a teenager. Now, what do you think this code is going to print? Let's say you have age 16. It's going to check, is 16 here greater than or equal to 18? No. That means it's not going to print this one. This condition is not fulfilled. It's going to move to the next one, or else if age here 16, which is greater than 13, it's going to print this one here, you are teenager. Let's run and see. Boom, you are a teenager, because this one is not fulfilled, because 16 is less than 18, you're not an adult. It's going to print the second one because 16 is greater than or equal to 13, which is you are a teenager. So if means as if it returns or runs, or if the first condition is not true. So this first condition is not true, therefore that's why it's going to go to if 16 is greater or equal to 13. So if you are not an adult, maybe you are a teenager. So that's what it means here. Let's go to else statement. So for else statement, let's say we have age. This is let's say the else statement. Let's say we have age equal 10, and then let's say you have if age is greater than or equal 18, first condition, you print you are an adult. If it's true, you are an adult. Elif, indentation here, Elif age is greater than equal 13, not 12, 13. Then print you are a teenager. Print you are a teenager. Else, if the two conditions are not satisfied or fulfilled, else print you are a child. All right, now let's first. So the age is 10, right? Is initial 10. First condition, 10, is it greater than or equal to 18? No. In this case, you are not an adult, it's false. And if age 10 is greater than 13, no, you are not even a teen. Else, print you are a child. So it's going to print the last one, which is you are a child. Let's print, let's see. That's right, you are a child. So what does it mean? The else block runs only if 1 or 2, none of the above conditions are true. We have seen that. So first condition, second condition, both of them, both conditions are not true. Therefore, else is going to run. In this example, you are under 13. It prints you are a child. All right. Now, this is very interesting and very important. So now we are going to use the same concept here, but we are going to be entering the age ourselves. So what we do? Let's copy everything here. We can call it here. Let's go call it full example. This is full example. This example. So the age here, let's say for example, we input. This is how we input enter your age. You ask user to enter your age. So we ask our users to enter age. So now check what's gonna happen. So let's say someone we enter 40, 20, 25, whatever age you like. But condition number one, you have to see if the age is greater than 18, then we have you are an adult. If age is greater than or equal to 13, then you are a teen. In case the first condition is not fulfilled, second one we take on, and otherwise you are a child. Now, I expect something maybe you will discover here because I did it on purpose. Let's see if you will point out what's wrong. So now, this example, remember, I don't give you a hint right now, so let's see, run. Let's say you put 25, boom, error message. Why is it error? Why? Tell me why. Because you know the input is a number and now we have a string. It's not going to work. So now, what do? It's comparing here 95, but in fact, it's here, it's the age. We have somehow to convert this input into an integer. So you remember how we did it? You add int and close it. Let's try again. Let's run it again. Put 25, enter, boom. You are not adult. Why? Because first condition is fulfilled. Now let's try to run it again. And now this time we put, let's say we put like 7. Run, 7, boom, you are a child. Because first one, skip, second one, skip. And then it's gonna print the last one because this is where 7 is less than 13. You are a child. So here you are not an adult, you are not a teen, and you are a child because you're only 7. Now here is how it looks like in real programming. Python will check each condition line by line from top down. Like it's gonna go condition 1, condition 2, and then the last one until it finds one that's true, then it stops. So this is how you deal with if statements. So to recap here, you use colon. After each if or elif or else, you put colon. Indent. Indentation is very important. Like here, print. And then you can have as many elif statements as you want, but only one if and one else per block. What does it mean? So only one if and one else per block. So like this block here. So here we have important rules to remember. Important rules to remember. So rule number 1. Use colon, which is this colon, after each if, else, and Elif. So each time you put if, you put colon, else, colon, Elif, colon. You need indentation. Indentation, which is to indent. It's how you press your code. Print never comes to the far left. It has to start from inside. So, for example, print, you count 4 spaces. For example, so rule number 3, you can have as many Elif as you want. Rule number 4, you can only have if and one else per block, like here. So here you see you have one if and one else, but you can have Elif as many as you wish. So for example, here, let's say for example here you could do okay, let's check here, let's change here this one. Let me see how we can change it. For example, you do Elif age is greater than 7, let's 5. Say greater than or equal 5. Here you are a child. Let me see, print. Let's say here you are a child, as you are a baby. So now to be a baby, let's put 4. Let's see what happens if it works if we put 4. Let's run it. Then you put in 4. Boom, you are a baby. It works, right? You are a baby. 4, you are a baby, because all these conditions are not true. Based on the input I put 4, you change it, and you see that it's gonna print you are a baby because you entered 4. Now, to recap, if checks the first condition, you use if for first condition. Elif checks another condition if the first is false, and else runs if none of the above conditions are fulfilled. So now, if this one is not fulfilled, this one is not fulfilled, this one is not fulfilled, else what's left was next. All right. So now you've seen now how we deal with if, else, if statements, else statements. Now, next we are going to see how we deal with loops, for and while loops. Again, this is just the beginning. We can only get better if we work hard on it. It's possible. We can make it within 7 months. We can become AI engineers, as you can see. I'm a beginner, just like you guys, and I believe we can get done. Thanks again for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe so that we can learn this together. We learn this together. Thanks again.